All right, good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Jared Klein coming to you live from the NBC29 Digital Desk with a look at our morning rush. Let's take a look, as we always do, start things off with the top stories you guys are clicking on over on NBC29.com this morning. Coming in at number one, applications for housing vouchers opening soon in Charlottesville and Albemarle. We'll get to that story in just a moment. At number two, officials say a jogger was injured in a cow attack and the owner is facing potential charges. Yeah, that story's from up in Maine. And then at number three, Shema Al-Mustafa awarded the Blackburn Scholarship by UVA. This is a story we told you about last week coming out of Albemarle High School. A very deserving young woman there. So go ahead and check out that story if you have a chance. But let's get things started with that first story, the housing voucher program in Albemarle and Charlottesville. People in the Charlottesville and Albemarle area in need of housing support are in luck. The Charlottesville Redevelopment and Housing Authority and the Albemarle County Office of Housing will be opening their Housing Choice Voucher program this coming week. It helps community members who may need assistance with rent. For people who do apply, they are eligible depending on their income. The voucher lets people search on the open market with no restrictions.
When we say search on the open market, it is just that. They do have to go apply somewhere and get accepted by the property itself. And then we do some paperwork and we review the unit and help them move towards a lease up.
And if you need rental assistance, Charlottesville's voucher program opens today and Albemarle County's opens this Thursday on April 6th. Well, jaunt will remain fare-free even as the pandemic continues to wind down. Some good news for riders there. Now, the ride service began offering the perk during COVID, and jaunt found that it was actually saving money by cutting fares.
We did go to a fare-free system during the pandemic, and we were able to afford that because of the COVID money. But before I got here, they did a study that showed that it cost us more money to collect fares than we actually got.
Jaunt relies on federal and state funding and money from the 7 areas it serves to operate. A national study says the pandemic really cut into public transportation ridership. 4 in 5 riders opted out during that time. All right, well, here's a really cool story coming out of the University of Virginia. That's where a first-year student is working to prevent school shootings. He is creating an app to keep both students and teachers safe. And our Jacob Phillips spoke with him. Here's what he had to say.
I really got excited by just the impact it could have on saving lives.
Alexander Halpern, a freshman at UVA, created SafeLine.
It serves as an anonymous line of communication between high school students and school administration and security.
The idea came to him when he was little.
Throughout middle school and high school, we had always had lockdown drills kind of in preparation for a potential active shooter situation. And that's what kind of made me start to first think about the idea of gun violence in schools.
As he got older, he knew there needed to be a way for students to report life-threatening scenarios on school grounds.
Over the years, I started thinking about what resources students might want to have in the event of an active shooter situation, as well as how students could play a role in stopping other incidents that might occur at schools.
So he came up with an app. It provides students a geographical map of their school, allowing them to pin the exact location of an incident.
When they want to report an incident, they have a bunch of different options for reporting things such as vandalism, mental distress, fighting, and then in the worst case scenario, an active shooter.
Once a student reports any suspicious behavior, the information is sent directly to administrators and security.
I think it's really important for schools to be able to respond immediately to the different safety concerns and well-being concerns that students have when they're at school or during the school day.
Halpern feels this service would help schools catch potential signs of gun violence before they occur.
I think there can be multiple different factors that might indicate a potential school shooting. SafeLine would allow students to anonymously report these issues so that the school can take the necessary actions in order to ensure the safety of the school environment.
In Charlottesville, Jacob Phillips, NBC29 News.
All right, well, 2 men and a truck is taking donations for its Movers for Moms campaign. All throughout April, you can find donation bins like these in multiple locations around Charlottesville, including the Madison House, UVA Women's Center, Rudy's Rug Cleaning, and Reed's Super Save Market. The company is looking for items a mother would enjoy.
We want to go the extra mile. It's Mother's Day. We want these mothers to feel special, to feel taken care of. So, comfort items like comfy slippers, a nice robe.
And at the end of the month, all the items will be donated to the Charlottesville Shelter for Help in Emergency. All right, it is the first Monday of April, and we are expecting some beautiful spring-like weather out there. Let's send things over now to meteorologist David Rogers with what he's expecting and that warm-up coming up later this week.
Good morning, everyone. On this Monday morning, getting our day off to a rather cold start, mainly because of the light wind and clear sky, but should be a very nice warm-up for us today. After reaching the low 60s yesterday, we'll be about 10 degrees warmer today. There's a live look at Doppler radar, and as you can see, not much going on. We've got high pressure to the east. We'll see partly sunny sky. Southerly breeze will increase today at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Rain showers, a few embedded thunderstorms will mainly be off to our south. Meanwhile, our next chance for rain will come from a frontal boundary that's now out west. That will head our way and bring some rain showers, maybe a scattered thunderstorm to the area as we look ahead to your day on Thursday. In the meantime, conditions will continue to warm, 70s today, and by the middle of the week, we're talking about lower to middle 80s. That's a quick look at your forecast for now. Have a great and safe day.
All right, thank you, David. And here's a look at that Michael and Son Heating 7-day forecast. A high of 70 today, sunny and breezy. Tomorrow, warming up to 76 with partly sunny skies, and then reaching 80 by the time we reach Wednesday, and then cooling off a bit for the end of the week. For our Good Friday, a high of 64, and then it looks like we'll be in the 60s for our Easter weekend. I hope you guys have a great Monday out there. We'll see you again over on NBC29 News at noon, and we're always live, of course, on NBC29.com. Have a wonderful day.